it keeps going like that.
We can go ahead and cue the music. Cleveland County, a Science and Technology Senior Recognition Ceremony. Tonight, our graduates will receive a certificate of completion for successfully finishing the program requirements in their chosen program area. At this time, I'd like to recognize the following individuals who are present with us this evening. First up, we have Mr. Vance Varner, Superintendent of the Mifflin County School District. Next, we have Dr. Gary Dawson, Superintendent of Juniata County School District. We have Norma O'Brien, Principal of the Academy. Mike McMonigal, Supervisor of Adult and Post-Secondary Education. We have Mrs. Janaea Mellinger, our Business Manager. We have Mr. Mark Crossan, Principal of Mifflin County High School. Mr. Stephen DeArmond, Assistant Principal, Mifflin County High School. We have Mrs. Jade Rubel, Assistant Principal, Mifflin County High School. Next, we have some board members present with us tonight. And at the Academy, we have an operating committee. And so our operating committee members are our chairperson, Mr. John Knapp. We have Mr. Fred Nickel. Mr. Mark Baker. And newly appointed, Mrs. Diane Stewart. Also, even though I believe the lights are turned down here, we have Mr. Terry Stiers from the Mifflin County School Board also. Over the past few weeks, our career coach, Ms. Jackson, had the opportunity to individually meet with each of the secondary students and have them complete an Excel survey. Tonight, I would like to take a few minutes and highlight some of the information we learned about our students. For example, over 81% of our graduates worked part-time jobs during the school year, many of which worked at the companies highlighted in our program tonight. In addition to working part-time jobs during the school year, our students participate in extracurricular activities. I'm going to list them off here because I think it represents just our group of students as a class. And so we have the Art Club, we have FFA, we have Health Occupation Students of America, the National Association of Home Builders, we have students in the marching band, Minithon, Skills USA, student government. We have some sports such as archery club, baseball, bocce ball, cross country, football, soccer, softball, swimming, track and field, and wrestling. In addition to working part-time jobs and participating in extracurricular activities, our students excelled in their respective program areas over the past 3 years. I don't think we have to remind anyone tonight of what the last 3 years entailed. So we were talking prior of just how this is a special class year of what the last 3 years have transpired with COVID. So at the end of April, our students completed their end of the program NOCTI NIMS assessment, and 77% of the graduates before you tonight scored proficient or advanced on their respective assessment. Let's give them a round of applause. In addition, our seniors were able to earn 754 industry credentials, which a partial list can be found on pages 9 through 14 of your program this evening. Our senior survey not only asked the students about their past activities and accomplishments, but also about their plans for after graduation. And so what the students responded or reported was 5% responded that they plan to enlist in a branch of the United States military. 59% responded that they were planning to enter the workforce upon graduation. The remaining 28% responded that they plan to further their education by attending a post-secondary school. For example, the students plan to attend or enroll in the following: the Air Force, the Army, the Marines, and then post-secondary schools such as our Academy Welding Program, the Academy CDL Program, the Academy LPN Program, the Central Pennsylvania Institute of Science and Technology, the Geisinger-Lewistown School of Nursing, Harrisburg Area Community College, Hiram G. Andrews, Pennsylvania College of Technology, Pennsylvania Highlands Community College, Pennsylvania State University, the Power Systems Institute, and the University of Northwestern Ohio. Everyone present in the audience tonight should feel proud and rest assured that our graduates are leaving prepared and with a career plan in mind. Graduates, you've not only left your mark on the school, and your presence and leadership will be missed. On behalf of the faculty, the staff, the administration, and our operating committee, we wish you the very best in your future endeavors. Let's give them one more round of applause. And now it's my pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker, Representative John Hershey. Since 2019, Representative John Hershey has advocated for the Juniata Valley in the Pennsylvania House of Representatives. He is a member of the House Agriculture and Rural Affairs, Government Oversight, Health, and Judiciary Committees, as well as the Appropriations Committee, which affords him an opportunity to directly negotiate the state budget each year. Representative Hershey is a graduate of Juniata High School and Messiah College. He has sponsored laws that include the protections for crime victims and support for agricultural education. The representative's priorities in Harrisburg are protecting family farms and small businesses, improving workforce training for career and technical jobs, fighting wasteful spending, state spending, and reforming the Commonwealth's tax structure. He wants to provide more opportunity directly to the region he and his wife proudly call home. Let's give a warm welcome to Representative John Hershey.
Good evening, everyone. It's such a privilege to be able to celebrate with you here tonight. And I actually want to thank the family members that yelled out their graduates' names as they came up to the stage, because you all gave me great inspiration for when my sister graduates from Juniata next week. And although I'm sure you guys are all embarrassed that had your names yelled. That's what big brothers do. Anyway, as I look up here on this stage, I see a next generation workforce that we are so proud to have educated right here in the Juniata Valley. The Academy staff is probably tired of hearing this story, but around the time when I was graduating high school, one of my really good friends wanted to be a diesel mechanic. And he ultimately accomplished that. He went to Penn Tech and graduated with honors, and ultimately took a job with an employer in Maryland. And he is now fixing generators on a regular basis. And I'm happy for him for a number of reasons. One, he has a great job. All the work he could ever want, and is a great asset for his employer. He never hurts for hours, and he never hurts for overtime. Two, he makes a lot more money than I did for years after a traditional four-year education. He still earns more than I do now, and has a lot less debt. And three, he's likely starting a family in the near future, and his wife actually just graduated from medical school. And so, unfortunately, he has a lot of debt to pay off. But as they do, schools like Penn Tech and Thaddeus Stevens continuously produce students that contribute to a stronger community, make great livings for themselves and their families, and contribute to their communities in a way that's sustainable for their families and valuable to the community, just like you all are about to do. But there's one reason I'm disappointed in my friend's success. And of course, I'm very happy for him, don't get me wrong. But you may have remembered from what I was just telling you that he found a job with an employer in Maryland and not right here at home. He still lives in Maryland. Still lives in Pennsylvania, but he's working in Maryland and in the process of looking for an apartment in Maryland. And unfortunately, as someone who works for the state, he's also paying income taxes in Maryland and planning to build his family there one day and raise his kids. And I've always thought, why couldn't he have landed somewhere like right here in the Juniata Valley? My family's own business, Huber, it's the farm equipment dealership in Mifflintown, needs qualified service technicians right now. In fact, I just looked at our website a couple hours ago before I left Harrisburg, and 6 of our 10 stores including 2 of the 3 in Pennsylvania, although unfortunately not the one in Mifflintown, are hiring service techs right this second. Of course, there's a number of reasons why that happened, with the number 1 reason boiling down to he was just offered a better opportunity elsewhere. There's a lot of systemic reasons for this. Pennsylvania's difficult business climate being one that I've discussed in other venues. But this is why I'm so excited for all of you, and for my family's business, why there's a diesel program to come at the Academy. But this is why I'm so excited for all of you, because a lot of local employers are now feeling the same employment crunch that have affected other areas of the country. And they need a qualified workforce, and as some of you have already found out, because I was just able to go to signing day last week, a lot of employers around this area are willing to pay competitive rates. Employers are partnering with the Academy at a higher rate, not only to sponsor programs, but to hire students right out of here so that you can start on day 1. As a skilled employee, you're in the driver's seat in the Juniata Valley, and that's an incredible place to be right now. Local employers can't wait for the talent that you're able to bring to the table. And I know that some of you, again, have already heard from them. This is why I'm excited for the Academy's future and what they're doing here, including, as I mentioned, the addition of a diesel program in the near future. Because what you are doing as students is not only showing yourself that you're committed to bettering yourself and your skills to achieve a good living for yourself and someday your family if you don't already have one, but you're also showing yourself that you're committed to your community and committed to making Juniata Valley a better place just because you're here. This is preaching to the choir, but you already have the most powerful skills that any employer is seeking right now. And you actually have a really potent combo, because you've already proven that you have the skills by showing that you're graduating here tonight. You wouldn't be graduating if you didn't. But you also have shown that you have the right attitude. Showing that you're willing to better yourself, learn from mistakes, and work toward a better future for yourself, your family, and your community. Because I know if any of you came to me and told me that you hadn't failed on any of your projects, you'd be lying. Because I can't do most of the things that you can now. Any employer would tell you that these are needed attributes in today's workforce. My family's business, and even in my political office, we would tell you that we can teach you the skills, but we can't teach you the attitude to succeed. The attitude that not only can you accomplish the things that you want to, but you can learn from mistakes and you can learn from failure and move on from that and bounce back even better. In fact, when I was hiring staff, when I was first elected, the gentleman that ended up becoming my chief of staff worked for another local business. And he told me that. He said, I don't have any political skills, and I'm not sure why you would consider me for this job. And I told him, the skills can be taught, but it's that attitude that you are willing to improve yourself and learn from your mistakes that really matters to me. And of course, in a political job, that customer service mindset, which a lot of you have already shown as well. And if you're showing that you can learn from mistakes and that you can learn skills and stick to that ability over your education here at the Academy, you're already setting yourself up for success, because you are leaps and bounds already ahead of some students that haven't already gone through the same programs that you have. So this is what is known as a growth mindset. A fixed mindset is when you have some kind of adverse experience and you don't grow from it. The growth mindset, on the other hand, is using that adversity and using it to grow. And I'm looking at a lot of young faces right now, so a lot of you may not have had a lot of adversity yet. But at the same time, again, sticking to that program, showing that you can learn from your mistakes, bounce back, and be sitting on this stage tonight is really a skill that is lacking in a lot of our workforce today. And I'm so proud to be able to stand up with you here tonight. So we're so excited to see that you've decided to follow this path, and of course hope that many of you will choose careers right here at home in the Juniata Valley. Again, a lot of you have already heard from employers that are hiring, and I'm sure a lot more of you will if you haven't already, because that's a constant thing I hear in Harrisburg. We need a qualified workforce. And as I'm looking at these faces right now, I'm so excited that we are able to produce that here at home. So I look forward to working with you for many years to come. Congratulations. On behalf of myself and all of your families that are out here tonight, we are incredibly proud of who you are becoming in the future. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for those encouraging words, Representative Hershey. At this time, would our principal, Mrs. Norma O'Brien, come forward?
Before we begin with the Student of the Year Awards, I want to take a moment and congratulate the class of 2022. I am proud of your accomplishments and I'm proud of your perseverance. You should be proud of the hard work that you have done to get where you are, and I want you to know your hard work is going to continue to pay off in the future. At this time, we are going to present the 2022 Student of the Year Awards. Would Mr. Gordon McKee please come forward to present the award for our agricultural student?
Good evening. This young man that I've chosen for Student of the Year for the agricultural program, I've known for a few years prior to taking this job. I've watched him show animals at the youth fair in both 4-H and FFA, and he displays a passion for showing animals that not many people do. This young man likes to have a good time, but when it comes to showing animals, he's very competitive. His passion is to show animals, especially sheep and pigs, and he's the president of the Big Valley chapter of the FFA, Mr. Tyler Blyston.
Would Mr. Douglas Steinley please come forward and present the award for the automotive mechanics student?
Thank you. Before I begin with the outstanding automotive senior, a couple things I'd like to go over is just what our program offers. Our program offers 17 industry credentials from the PA state inspection to your OBD2 emissions to our Section 609 air conditioning, which we do the international version. So they actually all lead with an international certification. The students and I would also like to thank the many sponsors and supporters that make our program flourish. Fisher Auto Parts, Blaze Alexander Subaru, 5-Star International, Straub's Garage, Brenner Tire and Auto, the Academy Administration and the staff, the members of the operating committee, and there are many, many others that are too numerous to mention. These seniors, as mentioned before, these seniors have persevered and overcome challenges the past 3 years, unlike any other class before them, and still collectively accrued over 110 of those industry certifications. That's quite an accomplishment. We also continue to be a top 10 automotive program, thanks to Dylan Gibbons and Noe Montesino. If you'll wave so the crowd knows who you are. They finished finished 6th in the state in their automotive competition out of 13 schools and 110 students. Considering everything they had to go through the last 3 years, that's quite an accomplishment. Very proud of them. For the automotive mechanics outstanding senior, this student really embraced what our automotive program provides. He has seized opportunities to advance in his industry and in his career. He is leaving us with 14 of the industry program certifications. He has achieved his CPA safety inspection, OBD2 emissions, his MAX Section 609 air conditioning, that's international, and while on co-op, he has passed and completed 62 web-based Subaru manufacturing entry-level courses. 62, wow. So our outstanding auto mechanic senior award goes to Riley Bilger.
Thank you. Would Mr. John Miller please come forward to present the Student of the Year Award for Collision Repair?
Good evening. The Collision Program Senior Outstanding Award goes to Mr. Ashton McKee.
Thank you. Would Mr. Robert Klingler please come forward to present the Student of the Year Award for Construction Trades?
Good evening. I first want to say that I am very proud of each of the students in construction trades. They have made my job fairly easy and enjoyable. Sometimes interesting, but it's all good. Good group of guys and girls. But one student kind of stood out just a little bit above the rest. This young man is a very hardworking, very active, goes over and above, always volunteers, and he actually makes a pretty good teacher at times. So for the 2022 Construction Trades Senior Student of the Year, Mr. Chris Royer.
Our next program is Cosmetology. Would Mrs. Michelle Wagner please come forward to present that award?
The high school senior cosmetology program award for cosmetology is determined by the hours that the students achieves, professionalism, classroom, the way they act in the classroom with clients, attendance, clinic participation, and of course certifications. This year's student has completed all of those requirements. The student has been in a cosmetology program for 3 years. She has completed her 1,250 hours, and she is signed up to take her state boards probably in the next 2 weeks. The student also competed in Skills USA, and she placed second place in hair cutting, hairstyling, and an updo. The student also got distinguished in her state NOCTI testing, and she also was Student of the Month. Within that too, she completed all of her certifications. She works in a salon already, and she intends to plan to take the Master Educator, which is a teacher's program in the fall at our school. This student is also a third-year senior, and again, they've been through a lot over the last couple of years and lots of education. And I'm just proud of how this student stepped up to complete. This year's Student of the Year for Cosmetology is Macy Bush.
Thank you. Next, would Mrs. Lynn Fillringer please come forward to represent the Student of the Year Award for Culinary Arts?
Good evening. Well, we welcomed you to the 2021-22 Academy Awards ceremony. And we know that we stand with this remarkable, truly remarkable group of young men and women at an important threshold in their lives. Friends and family, parents, teachers, administrators, and community leaders are assembled here to praise you and your accomplishments and give you the best wishes for a future success of give you the best wishes for the future success of every graduate on the stage tonight. And before announcing the Culinary Arts Student of the Year, I'd like to take a moment to pause and consider an important question. Can anyone in the graduating class name a job, career, profession that does not affect another person? Now, my students are excluded because they know the answer. Well, let's sweeten the pot. I have a $20 bill for anybody that can. No? Well, that's okay. The reason isn't because you can't. There isn't one. At least not one that I know of in the last 27 years that I've been asking this question. We are all indeed in service to one another. There is nothing that you can do in your trade or any other profession that does not directly or indirectly affect another person. Nothing. Think about it. This year's Skills USA students from programs throughout the school made a significant contribution to benefit the Ronald McDonald House. The construction club, made up of electrical and building trade students, are preparing to set up the 5th annual Putting for Pages event at the Mifflin County Library. The early child care students did Lego robotics with 2nd and 3rd graders in the STEM program. The cosmetology students gave manicures at the Women's Pregnancy Center and held a mini-thon to benefit children with hair loss. Medical science students performed gift wrapping services, filled totes for hope, and made charitable donations to our local shelter. Mechatronics students held robotic demonstrations at the ICE Festival and contributed to the LAS STEM Night as well. Collision repair students painted a Lewistown Police Department vehicle. Auto mechanics helped citizens in our community by diagnosing and fixing their car troubles. Precision machining students tooled parts for the junior high school, woodshop equipment, and made over 100 Academy keychains as parting gifts for seniors. And last but not least, my amazing group. The lesson of meeting the need is not a new one, but one that you have been called upon to perform with every live work event held at the Academy. These are but a few, very few, of the many examples that the Academy students demonstrate that they're engaging, performing good deeds, and being in service to others by virtue of their work in their chosen vocation. I'm almost finished. I was first challenged to name an occupation that did not have, remember, did not have, an effect on other people by my mother many, many years ago. But it was a student that was working as a waiter in a very popular restaurant recently that reminded me about the importance of this lesson. He came to me one day, not so very long ago, and shared with me about a family that was seated in his section at the restaurant. There were 3 people at the table, 2 parents and their little girl. My student noticed 2 significant things. The family always came with 2 little girls. Excuse me, it was 2 parents and their little girl. And my student noticed 2 significant things. The family always came with 2 little girls, but on this particular day, there was only 1. And the family was very, very sad. You see, one of the 2 little girls died. And this student felt so badly for the family and wanted to do something, anything to help. And at the end of the meal, he told the family that he was paying for their dinner. Later, he told me, Mrs. Foeringer, I had not even made enough in tips to cover the bill at that point, but it didn't matter. I had it covered. And although the student was at work, carrying out the functions and duties of a waiter, working to make money to invest in his own small business, he was truly working in service in a capacity that he couldn't even imagine, and greater than any financial gain. I leave this with all of you. No matter what trade or profession you do, remember, your actions will always, always impact another, no matter how big or small the act. Mr. Andrew Singer, thank you for sharing your story with me. Thank you for leaving our school with knowing the true meaning of service. Good luck to you as you launch your own bakery, making and selling world-class desserts and cheesecakes that we are going to miss. Congratulations on achieving the highest written NOCD score at the Academy this year. You are leaving with 5 certifications, including ServSafe Manager. And congratulations for being recognized as the Academy's Culinary Arts Student of the Year. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the receiver.
Thank you. Would Valerie Baker please come forward to present the award for the Early Childhood Child Care and Education class?
Tonight is a celebration for all the students of the Early Childhood graduating class of 2022. Tonight you are being celebrated for the excellence of your performance of obtaining your certifications. All of you made this day possible through your perseverance during challenging years of the pandemic, but mostly through your love for children and your determination to complete your goals. 3 years back, you came to my early childhood class as young and enthusiastic students, and today you leave as adults, ready to face the real world. This is a time of your life where you choose a lifetime career of working with young children and make your own identity. Now is the time when you get serious about life and you step into your professional studies of early childhood. When I see you today, I see the leaders and educators of tomorrow's children. 3 years with you, intelligent, aspiring, creative, hardworking students have been tremendous. Hannah, Carly, JoJo, Bella, and Jennaline, each of you have given me such joyous memories to cherish. Congratulations on your remarkable accomplishments these past 3 years. In early childhood, all of you earned your Child Development Associate and completed the necessary trainings for employment from Penn State University Better Kid Care. Everyone in the class of 2022 was so dedicated in their efforts with the career-linked work experience program at Summit and Sunbeam. I am pleased to announce this evening my graduating seniors have employment in early childhood programs. I refer to my class of 2022 as my 100% class. In the early childhood class of 22, I have chosen one student for her outstanding achievements in early childhood. I met the student and her parents during the spring of 2019 at an open house. Her parents were not sure if the early childhood class was worthwhile for their daughter to attend. The parents asked me tons of questions about what would be the outcome for their daughter upon graduation. I did my best to answer all the questions. But I couldn't help notice their daughter was standing in back of them. Somehow that evening, I convinced the parents their daughter would be successful and achieve a lot in my class. To be honest, what really helped the most was when I mentioned I went to Penn State. That was a done deal. Both of the parents were Penn State graduates. My outstanding student has proven herself academically out of high school and at the Academy. In fact, she is graduating with honors at Mifflin County High School. During her time at the Academy, she has successfully completed her CDA and trainings. And she has all the training for full-time employment in early childhood. In addition to these accomplishments, she participated in the Career-Linked Work Experience program for the last 2 years. As a result of her success, she's been hired with Summit Children's Center. This fall, she plans to attend Altoona Penn State campus to pursue her degree in elementary education. I have one special message to say to my outstanding student of the year. Jennaline, we are Penn State. It gives me such pleasure to give you this award tonight.
come forward to present the award for electrical installation.
Good evening. Life has been challenging for the last several years for this group of seniors. So many times I wondered, will this school year be a repeat of the last? But as I look at all of you, I'm proud to say you've all made it through the challenge the last several years without all of us. A former teacher of mine, Mr. Yetter, taught me that if we all work together as a team, utilizing our individual strengths, we will not fail. As I look at this graduating class, nothing could be more accurate. The encouragement and support you all gave each other throughout the last several years will last a lifetime. So as you head out to start this journey called life, always remember to pursue your happiness and contribute to the happiness of others. I would like to present at this time the Electrical Student of the Year. This recipient possesses a great work ethic and leadership skills. He obtained the highest score in his written portion of his NOCTI exam and also achieved 100% on the performance NOCTI. This year's Outstanding Senior Award goes to Tyler Swagger. Upon graduation, Tyler will be pursuing a career as a union electrician with the IBEW 143 out of Harrisburg. Tyler is scheduled for his entry exam along with 3 other of my seniors on June 6th, which I have no doubt they will all be successful.
Thank you. Would Mr. Tyler Snyder please come forward to present the award for Mechatronics?
Good evening. This class is special to me. This is my first year as an instructor. I served in the Army for 22 years, and this was a little bit of a change and a little bit of a different kind of challenge. But I enjoyed both the seniors that I taught, and they made it a lot easier for me to come in and take over and start building the program up. The senior that I chose for my Outstanding Senior, he really went above and beyond. Anything I asked for, he stepped up. Whenever we brought 5th graders in for tours, he worked as a tour guide. He went to all the schools and talked to them about what we did in our program, how he enjoyed our program, the things that he learned. When we went to LIS and did a STEM interaction with robotics with the students there, he volunteered his time after school hours to come in and help me. So my outstanding student is Nathaniel Mcknight.
Thank you. Would Mrs. Mindy Phillips please come forward to present the award for the medical science student?
Congratulations to the Academy class of 2022. I would like to let each of you know how proud of you I am. Through sickness, quarantine, school shutdowns, and remote learning, you have thrived. I know it wasn't easy, but you're here tonight because you pushed through and you didn't give up. In the healthcare field, there are several qualities that are necessary to be successful. Great attendance, strong work ethic, self-motivation, compassion and kindness, and being not only a team player, but a leader. The Medical Science Outstanding Student of the Year demonstrates all of these and more. Congratulations to Sophie Will, the 2022 Medical Science Student of the Year.
Thank you. Would Mr. Ben Detweiler please come forward to present the award for the precision machining student?
Like everyone else said, the last few years have been very interesting. This group has helped me get through that as much as me helping them get through that. Thank you for all the different things we had to go through with remote learning and all that. Throughout the remote learning, though, the time out of school, my outstanding senior this year got all his required work done every day and on time. He has completed 8 Penn College Now credits, and he has also achieved 4 National Institute of Metalworking Skills certifications, making an advance on his end-of-year assessment. I'm very proud to announce the outstanding precision machining senior is Gage Hirschbla.
Thank you. We will now recognize the Student of the Year recipients from our adult, education, cosmetology, and welding programs. Would Mrs. Michelle Wagner please come forward to present the award for the cosmetology student?
This is the first cosmetology adult program that we have started. We've had manicurists, quite a few of those come through. This year we did the master educator, which Macy's going to be doing. We have 2 teachers that graduated from that and got their license. And this is, for me, this is an awesome opportunity to have the cosmetology program available to adults as well. This is a 1,250-hour course, just like cosmetology for the high school, except for they do it in 10.5 months instead of 3 years. The student that I picked for the adult program is a person that always comes to school. She's a driven person. She takes pride in her work. She's going to be finishing up her hours in June, as most of the girls are. And there were 3 of them, and I'm very proud of all 3 girls completing their service and learning their hours at our school. This student has just come alive in this salon, and color is one of the hardest things to be able to achieve, and it clicked in her mind. And it's amazing to see the services that these adults are doing as well as the high school students. This student also already has a job in a salon, and she works for a lady that I used to work with at the New Hue. She is a very wonderful person to work for. She supports this student. She puts her work on Facebook and shows it to her clients. And it was really cute because last week, Elisa Rose is very excited for Telexa to start taking clients. And they have given her her own cards and produced for her to start making money as soon as she graduates and takes her test. This student, again, she comes to school every day and she's very strong-willed, and she helps others, and she jumps in, and she's not afraid to try something new. We actually had that happen today, seeing pink hair come out of black hair, which was really weird. But we handled it with poise, and this student, I don't think she really realizes what I've seen her as she's grown. And this student, for the Cosmetology Adult Program, Student of the Year is Telexa Hoover.
Thank you. Would Mr. Greg Stahl please come forward to present the award for our adult welding student?
Acknowledging 2 students. They are going to be John Arietta and Jason Roush.
Students who have earned special scholarship awards. Our career coach, Mrs. Jennifer Jackson, please come forward to present these awards.
have fell in love with the seniors, and I am truly going to miss every single one of them, making me laugh every single day. I have the honor of presenting some special awards to different memorials that were created for our students. The first one is our P. Robert Baker Memorial Scholarship. P. Robert Bob Baker grew up just steps from the academy in the Lewistown Heights. He left school early to enlist in the U.S. Navy during World War II. He traveled to 5 continents and saw heavy battle in the South Pacific where his ship was hit by a Cosmetology pilot. Bob served in the amphibious detail, which was a precursor to today's SEALs. Upon leaving the service, Bob became a knuckleball pitcher for the Brooklyn Dodgers, married Dorothy Gilson of Port Royal, and raised daughters Beth and Niecy. Bob also was known for being the local pitcher who defeated the House of David barnstorming team that played Lewistown at Dixon Field. Bob's emphasis on vocational education as a way to improve one's station in life prompted this scholarship. These students have made an honorable decision within their respective branches. Today, we would like to honor those students with an award. The first student I would like to recognize is a student in the Precision Machining program. In class, this senior was a passionate student in his trade. He was always ready to help or try a new technique, and Mr. Detweiler believes he will go far in his career. This student will be honorably serving in the United States Marine Corps. It is with great honor to present Levi Clark with the P. Robert Bob Baker Memorial Scholarship. The next student is a student in the Construction Trades program. In class, this student was a hard-working and respectful student. He did what was asked of him and took pride in his work. During his time at the academy, he was part of Construction Club and Skills USA. He will be serving our country in the United States Army. It is an honor to present Aiden Turnbull with the P. Robert Bob Baker Memorial Scholarship. Thank you to all of those who have served in the military, and thank you to these 2 students who are going to be serving. Our next scholarship is the Charles R. Yetter Memorial Scholarship. Charles R. Yetter began his teaching career as the electrical installation instructor in 1988 at the Academy, which was then known as the Juniata-Mifflin County's Area Vocational Technical School. Mr. Yetter touched the lives of many students throughout his years of teaching the electrical installation program. He touched just as many students or more with his warm smile and friendly greeting every day and genuine interest in students' lives and goals. He always had a positive thing to say about his students and truly supported and believed in the vocational education programs offered at this school. He also had very strong ties to the community through his work with the Milroy Fire Company and other community positions. Charlie passed away from cancer on October 16, 2016. He is survived by wife Georgia, daughter Abby, and grandson Chase, who miss him dearly. A scholarship fund was formed in Charlie's memory with the purpose of assisting students, not only electrical students, but any student from the academy in furthering their education or starting a career with the proper tools needed. Charlie's memory lives on through these scholarships and through the fact that he continues to support the goals of the academy students. The first student to be honored tonight is from the Precision Machining program and will be receiving a $250 scholarship. This student's instructor says he displays good attendance, good grades, and plans on pursuing a career in a CNC machine shop. He scored advanced on NIMS and has already had interviews with local employers. Additionally, the student has finished all of the required projects for Penn College now. It is with great pleasure that I present the Charles R. Yetter Memorial Scholarship to Gage Hurley. The next recipient of the Charles R. Yetter Memorial Scholarship is an outstanding student in both the Collision Repair Program and the Agriculture Program. He is active in FFA and enjoys working and repairing farm equipment. His instructor said he is a hardworking student who would like to open his own repair shop where he can work on many types of farm equipment. In order to make this dream happen, the student plans on returning to the academy to further add to his training in the adult welding class. He has maintained good attendance and high grades in each of these programs and is respectful of all of those around him. Please join me in honoring Ashton McKee with the Charles R. Yetter Memorial Scholarship. The next recipient of the Charles R. Yetter Memorial Scholarship has truly embraced his automotive education while at the Academy. He has demonstrated this passion by participating in cooperative education at Brenner Tire and Auto. He impressed his supervisor so much that he has been offered and accepted a full-time technician position at Brenner's. In addition to his employment offer, he scored advanced on his NOCTI testing. While working hard at the Academy, the student also participated in soccer, track and field, and wrestling at Juniata High School. It is my pleasure to present this $250 scholarship to Noe Montesinos. The next recipient has been an outstanding example to others by being a great student and an excellent role model to his peers in the construction trades program. His instructor has described him as a leader and a respectful and kind young man. While being a member of Construction Club, Skills USA, cross country, and track and field, this student also managed to obtain an advanced score on his NOCTI testing. After graduation, he would like to pursue a career in landscaping and construction. Congratulations to Chris Royer on receiving the Charles R. Yetter Memorial Scholarship. The next student who will be honored tonight is from the Early Child Care Program. When asked to describe the student, her instructor replied, "She is excellent." During her time at the Academy, she has maintained exemplary attendance. She scored advanced on her NOCTI testing and plans to further pursue her education in elementary education at Penn State University. She is a member of the Mifflin County High School Band and is an all-around pleasure to be around. She participated in the Academy's Cooperative Education Program and was offered a position at Summit Learning Center. It is with great pleasure that I present the Charles R. Yetter Memorial Scholarship to Jenna Lee Smith. The final recipient of the Charles R. Yetter Memorial Scholarship comes from none other than the Electrical Installation Program and will be receiving a $500 scholarship. This student's instructor says he is very deserving of the award and has certainly earned it. He was first to complete his OSHA training and scored advanced on his NOCTI testing. He has great attendance and has a plan of purchasing his own tools that are needed for his future electrician work. In his free time, he enjoys remodeling rental properties, so those tools will come in handy in more ways than one. After graduation, this student would like to work at a modular or factory-type home builder. It is with great pleasure that I present the Charles R. Yetter Memorial Scholarship to Christian Hirschbla. I fibbed. We actually have one more. This is our last $250 Charles R. Yetter Memorial Scholarship goes to a student who has been described as always striving to do her best. She always cares about others and sets high standards for herself. She has completed all of her certifications and finished all required online testing. She is an excellent student who has professionalism and poise for her age and is talented with men's cuts and styles. This cosmetology student is the first all-day senior and scored advanced on her NOCTI testing, all while maintaining an after-school job. Upon graduation, she would like to be a barber. Congratulations to Haley Wyman on receiving this honor. Our last scholarship is from the Builders Association of Central Pennsylvania. The Builders Association of Central Pennsylvania has a long and rich history serving the building industry of Central PA since 1957. The BACP is a not-for-profit organization representing builders, developers, and remodelers, as well as other professionals, suppliers, and related trades associated with the housing industry. From the association's early days, the main objectives have been to help building industry companies by providing education and networking opportunities, and to influence state and local government to assure the continuation of quality construction in Central PA. In addition, the Builders Association serves as a link between consumers and the building industry. For more than 60 years, the Builders Association of Central PA has been and continues to be the local trusted resource for consumer home needs. Tonight, the Builders Association of Central Pennsylvania would like to honor a student who is described as a hard-working senior. He has competed in Skills USA and received a second-place medal in the telecommunications competition. This student is pursuing a career as a union electrician with the local IBEW 143. He scored advanced on his written NOCTI assessment and received 100% on his performance exam. It is an honor to present Matthew Doyle, the Builders Association of Central PA. Thank you.
And now it's the moment that I know the graduates and families have been waiting for. We will now begin the presentation of certificates for both our secondary and adult students. Our receiving line this year will be comprised of our operating committee members and Dr. Petushnik. And Superintendent Mr. Varner. The first class to be recognized this evening is our agricultural students. Tyler J. Lystone. Erica J. Cassidy. Sean M. Clark. Sarah M. Reisman. Jada F. Renninger. Would Mr. Douglas Dimley please come forward to help present the certificates for the automotive mechanics students? Riley K. Bilger. Dylan J. Gibbons. Malachi C. Milligan. Noe M. Monastinos. Jaden M. Mustard. Landon P. Seiler. Alexis C. Vasquez. Garrett L. Walters. Would Mr. John Miller please come forward to help present the certificates to the collision repair students? Jacoby A. Dalton. Ashton E. McKee. Alexander S. Price. Would Mr. Robert Klingler please come forward to help present the certificates to the construction trade students? Cameron J. Hershey. Jaden J. Claudia M. Hilty. Noah L. McKnight. Chase O. Mitchell. Way to go, Jake D. Morrison. Christopher L. Royer. Aiden R. Turnbach. Mason A. Wood. Would Mrs. Michelle Wagner please come forward to help present the certificates to the cosmetology students? Macy L. Bush. Madison R. Ferentz. Joella R. Reefer. Haley N. Wildman. Would Mrs. Lynn Philringer please come forward to help present the certificates to the students in culinary arts? Caitlin M. Brown. Cheyenne S. Chambers. Lindsay S. Klaus. Samuel E. Fuller. Hamlin N. Bressler. Andrew E. Singer. Would Mrs. Valerie Baker please come forward to help present the certificates to the early childhood, child care, and education students? Jacqueline J. Briggs. Bella M. Goss. Carly J. McMillan. Jennalee K. Smith. Hannah N. Lyand. Would Mr. Steve Hogle please come forward to help present the certificates to the electrical installation students? Braden M. Bub. Tucker C. Crum. Matthew A. Doyle. Aaron D. Grassmeyer. Gage C. Hardy. Colin P. Hill. David L. Himes. Hayden G. Kaufman. Christian T. Hirschbla. Stanley A. Kofroth. Colton R. Markley. Andrew J. Powell. Gage E. Slayman. Tyler Z. Swigert. Frank J. Weber. Would Mr. Tyler Snyder please come forward to help present the certificates to the Mechatronics students? Nathaniel B. Mcknight. Lucas R. Stacy. Would Mrs. Mindy Phillips please come forward to help present the certificates to the medical science students? Fabiola K. De Jesus Anduar. Samantha C. Fike. Sierra R. Morrison. Caitlin M. Myers. Julia N. Smoker. Alexandra I. Stein. Sophie M. Wilt. Morgan A. Wolfgang. Would Mr. Ben Detweiler please come forward to help present the certificates to the precision machining students? Cale J. Barker. Wyatt H. Chubb. Levi J. Clark. Colin J. Fisher. Tyler L. Hunter. Gage C. Hurley. Trenton P. Kaufman. Joshua A. Rank. Robert A. Wagner. Darren A. Ziegler.
Would Mrs. Michelle Wagner please come forward to help present the certificates to the adult cosmetology students? Brianna M. Hicks. Telexa L. Hoover. Jade R. Morningstar. Would Mr. Greg Stahl please come forward to help present the certificates to the adult welding students? Drew N. Barker. Dominic Britton. Brooks O. Burdick. Justin C. Fellon. Brett M. Fisher. Patrick J. Foltz. Victoria Gardner. John W. O'Riordan. Colt E. Parsons. Jason Rausch. Gage M. Schaefer. Shannon L. Zalewski. At this time, Operating Committee Chairperson John Knapp would like to say a few words.
We at the Academy appreciate all your hard work, vision, and forward thinking to put us in the direction that we need to go for the community, and we'll get there. You put us on that path. We appreciate it. We wish you luck. We sorry to see you go, but on behalf of the Academy, I'd like to give you this Academy Award for your dedication and hard work at the Academy. Thank you.
I definitely appreciate that from the operating committee, from Mr. Knapp. It's been 11 years, and so tonight, just sitting here, it was one of those, it was a good awards night to leave on. In other words, we have a lot of things to be proud of as a school, and we have tremendous things to be proud of for our students who are on the stage tonight. So thank you again. All right. This concludes our senior recognition night. I would like to remind the special award winners to report back to stage immediately after the program for pictures. I also would like to thank the many community partners listed in this evening's program for their financial and advisory support over the past year. I thank everyone for attending this evening, and thank you for supporting our students. Graduates, I wish you all the success and that you leave here with a new confidence in your accomplishments. All right, that's what we've been practicing waiting for, right? And now I would like to present to you the Mifflin County Academy of Science and Technology class of 2020.